Hey, what's up, guys? Guess what? You can believe it or not, it actually started snowing here yesterday in Florida. Oh my god, people were freaking out. You should have seen how many people were tweeting, Facebooking, uploading pictures, videos. I'm like, dude, it's not even sticking. But people were going crazy here for the snow. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Talk Rob podcast, coming to you live from Jacksonville, Florida. And before we do get into this podcast, I just want to thank one person and one person only, Skitty from Skitty TV. She had me on her little, first test of a live chat over on Google+. Hopefully we can do it more often and get more people to join and just get more people doing it, because I think live chats are the way to really integrate your audience here on YouTube and really build just the whole platform of what you want to do to be more personal with your audience. That's what it is. I think when you can integrate like a podcast or something that the fans can, or I guess you say subscribers or just people who watch you on a daily basis, that's the way to do it. Live chatting, if you're doing gameplay videos where you're asking questions, it's just something that people like doing, is podcasting. I think podcasting is the rawest form of having people interact on your YouTube channel. This is just what I call shooting the shit with you guys, as you might know. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story that is really weird, and it happened during rush hour. Like, I think it was like last summer or something. Me and my dad were cruising down the street, which is Blanding Boulevard, which is a street that goes in between Orange Park, Florida, and Jacksonville, Florida. It's basically the main street. It has 4 lanes. I think it's 4 lanes in each direction. So it's a busy street. It's always busy. You can be there at 6 in the morning, busy. 12 o'clock at night, busy. What I brought up about this, it was a rush hour time frame around 5 o'clock, and we were coming home from, I think it was Middleburg, which is like 13 miles from my house. So if you're familiar with Florida, you're familiar with these little towns. If you're not, Google them. And I was on the west side of Jacksonville, so we were coming home, and this dude stops in the middle of the road. And let me tell you, it's rush hour traffic, so there's like at least 100 cars. So this dude stops, and he's from New York. He has a New York license plate, so he stops, and we honked the horn because we're like, why'd you stop? Is there cars in front of you? And at first, we didn't do nothing because he stopped, and we thought that there was traffic in front of him, so that's why he slowed down. And then we honked the horn to tell him to move. I didn't know if his car broke down or what, but eventually we started honking the horn. We yelled out the window, "Move your car!" And he didn't move his car, so this police officer was just randomly coming by, stops and goes, "Hey, is everything okay? Because you guys are stopped here." And I was like, "Yeah, we're fine." This guy just stopped for no reason. And apparently he stopped and said we were tailgating his ass. And in rush hour traffic, he's like, "You gotta be at least 2 car lengths behind me to make me feel comfortable." And in rush hour traffic, you really can't keep that long distance because you got so many cars. If you're in a major city like New York or San Francisco or Seattle and you're in a rush hour traffic on the freeway, you understand you don't have that room. And it was just freaking weird that this dude did this, and we honked at him. He didn't do nothing. He said he felt like threatened because we were so far, we were like, I guess, tailgating. And even the cops like, you can't just randomly stop in the middle of the highway and not let cars pass. So when we were talking to the cop, the cop was like, I can't really do nothing. He couldn't even cite him, give him a ticket, do nothing. He basically was like, dude, you need to move your car because there's other people need to get through. And eventually, after talking to this dude, I guess for like 5 or 6 minutes, he finally realized, okay, I gotta go. I don't know if he was an older guy or if he was just nuts, but you don't just randomly stop in the middle of the highway and then proceed on, because you can cause accidents. People can get road rage. I mean, what happens if I was a dude who got road rage and got out there and started Mike Tyson boxing him up or something, you know? I'm not one of those dudes that's going to get out there and swing for the fences over something like this, but there is people out there that would start shit, would get out of their car, open his door up and start whooping him until he moved. But that's just a weird thing, and I've only seen that happen here in Florida, where the dude just randomly stopped for no apparent reason, and you're honking and honking and honking, and we couldn't go by, like, it's not like we can just switch into the slow lane, which was the right lane, because there was just tons and tons of cars coming. So, let me ask you this. Have you guys ever had an experience where somebody just randomly stops for no reason, and their reason was you were supposed to be tailgating them when it was a rush hour traffic? I don't care where you live, big city, small city, you cannot stay 2 or 3 car lengths behind somebody when you're in rush hour traffic, because the traffic is moving so fast, you don't have an opportunity to keep back and let the guy in front of you. But this guy, I guess, was either paranoid or freaked out, saying we were just too close to him, which I completely understand. When people tailgate, it's not a comfortable feeling, because you might think, well, if I stop suddenly, he's going to ram into me. But you don't just turn your car off and sit there in the middle of the road and go, I am moving, and you don't realize what happened, because I don't know, the guy had a heart attack, the guy stopped his car because it stopped working. I had no idea until what the cops told me, and he basically was like, yep, he stopped because he said you guys were tailgating, and he goes, you can't be tailgating in rush hour traffic, which is what the cop told us. And we're like, we're not, we're just going with the traffic. He goes, yeah, I know. This old man didn't even understand. I don't know if he was old, young, but it was a fucking weird situation. And can you believe this? Yesterday I went to GameStop, okay? And I went to buy Need for Speed Rivals, which on the Xbox 360, you have to install games. If you're not a gamer, you won't understand. Basically, you have to install games now on like the newer systems, because the graphics are so good that they want you to run the game smoother, which I don't understand. Why would you install it onto your Xbox if you're still going to put the CD in and play the game? They say it runs smoother. Whatever. The game didn't work because I don't have a real hard drive in my Xbox. I have a flash drive, like a thumb drive, and I don't have an actual Xbox hard drive. So basically what happened is I took the game back. I think I bought the game at 12 o'clock, and I was back at the GameStop at like 12:15, because I live right around the corner. And apparently the guy tells me he can't accept the game back. And I was like, why? He's like, well, it was a brand new game. We don't accept games back. And I'm like, well, they took my Battlefield back when I found out it didn't work for my Xbox, and they gave me the full price. He's like, we can't give you money back. I'm like, then what do you want me to do? He's like, well, take it home. I'm like, I'm not taking this game home. You're going to give me some sort of refund for this. And he's like, I can't do that. I'm like, what do you want to do? Fucking throw it in the trash? He's like, well, if that's what you want to do. This dude was like kind of like a dick. He wasn't a dude that was compromising, or a dude that was like, oh, okay, I understand what happened. You can get a hard drive. We can hook you up with something else. We can help you out. He didn't want to do anything. So basically I was like, can I fucking trade this game in? And he was like, trade it in? We don't accept trade-ins on new games. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, if I bought this game at Walmart, brand new, and I brought it in here, can I trade it? He goes, yeah, that's different. I'm like, well, can I get it for fucking store credit? He's like, oh, store credit. That's cool. So the $30 game that I paid, it was $32 with tax. I ended up only getting a $9 stinking credit for it, which is bull crap, because the game didn't work. And he's like, do you see this little icon on the cover of the game? I was like, yeah, I didn't even pay attention to that. He's like, well, it means you can't play games without an Xbox exclusive hard drive. And that's one thing why I'm like, I'm done with Xbox. I'm completely done with that shit. I don't know if the PS3 ever had that problem, but I'm done with Xbox for that reason. But anyways, guys, that is why it pissed me off that GameStop wouldn't take the game back when they took my other game back. But I think it was this dude who was playing by the rules. He could have easily took it back and then slapped a used sticker on it, which was basically a brand new game. I put it in my Xbox. hit play, it wouldn't play, so I took it right back. My thumb drive didn't work on it, and he's like, well, thumb drives don't work for games. So, with that being said, guys, that is a little short podcast I wanted to throw up to you guys. I normally don't put a podcast on this channel, but like I said, for the people who really don't understand or really know that I have a podcast over on Spreaker.com. They allow you to record 30-minute episodes for free. You get like 12 hours of podcasting, and then it just automatically uploads to your YouTube channel. All you need is a microphone. All I'm using is a blue Snowball microphone and a pop filter, and that's it, guys. There's nothing fancy smancy going on here. It's just sometimes I love to do just talk, but sometimes I forget to do the video version because I know a lot of people don't want to just hear audio. But that is today's little podcast. Like I said, GameStop pissed me off. With the Xbox pissing me off, I'm going to get a PS4, and I'm done with the Xbox. I'm just over it, man. And I'm just over the fact that I'm trying to play games that I could probably play on the PS4 and not have a problem with it glitching or it not wanting to load because I don't have a real hard drive, as the dude at GameStop said. But let me know if you guys have any road rage stories. I remember this. I'll say this. One last road rage story. When I was going down to, I think it's called St. Cloud, Florida, where I went ziplining last year, we were cruising down there, and this is out in the middle of nowhere. It's like very, very country, and we're just cruising at a normal, like 35 mile an hour speed. We get these rednecks, literally, they drive by us, and they flip us off because we're driving, I guess, slow to them because it was a dirt road, and we're not familiar with the road, so we're not going to haul ass. And then these guys, like I said, pass us, flip us off, and they're like, get the F out of the way. I'm like, what? Why are you freaking out? I'm not from around here. I'm not like a country dude who drives big, huge pickup trucks and gets pissed off when people don't haul ass up and down dirt roads. I mean, what do they do that in Old Town, Florida? Do they do that in just typical little small towns? Because if it was a big city like Jacksonville, Florida, or let's say Honolulu, Hawaii, or something, no one's just gonna drive by you, flip you off because you're going too slow. It's like we were looking for an address, and these dudes just fly by us, giving us a finger and telling us to basically F it. And I'm like, dude, that's called road rage right there. It's called you can't slow down and just drive the speed limit. Let me know, like I said, if that's ever happened to you guys. Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.